Hello, goddess, and welcome, or should I say welcome back? It has been a few months for sure since the last I uploaded here to this channel. There's been a whole lot of up-leveling, expanding, learning, integrating, and of course processing. And I bet you have been experiencing plenty of the same. And as we reach this 1222 power portal, it is time to really begin to leave this year behind us, right? And with that, we are going to cleanse some of this stagnant energy, some of this unwanted, ready to let go of energy that we may have, and step into this next chapter, this next phase of our journey, of our lives, with greater expansion, greater awareness, greater prosperity, greater joy, happiness, all the things that we have been working so hard and healing so deeply and so much to be able to expand into. It is here. It is here. So let us clear for that which is here. And 3 more times. That was that little wonky energy, right? That final little bit that wants to kind of trip us up, right? Because just when we think we have a handle, there's a pothole. And that's so much been the energy of 2025, a year of number 9, endings, which equate to new beginnings, of course, for with every ending comes a new beginning. That being said, it can be pretty intense, pretty excruciating, very much, when is this going to end? Oh my God, I don't think I'm going to make it kind of energy that has been this year. And I know there's a lot of us out there who feel that. I speak for several, I'm sure, because I've heard from several of you. And as I sit to do this reading, or as I've sat to do this reading and get into it, it was 3:21 on the clock when I went to turn on my timer and hit start to make sure I keep track of course, how long the video is for my file. 3:21. Let's dive into that. Begin pursuing your heart's desires. Focus on that which excites you. Goddess, that is that is so much the energy of a 9 year, is you're clearing out, you're letting go of what isn't serving you, of what's no longer aligned. You're closing these timelines, you're moving into a whole new phase, and it's okay. This, Goddess, this right here is your permission slip. This video is your permission slip to be done with that which is no longer serving you, no longer aligned with you, no longer lights you up, no longer excites you, because you are now pivoting toward that which does. And 3:21 is here to encourage you. I hear get out of jail free card. Like, it is your ticket out, baby. This is it. It's time that you can be done with all the expectations of everybody else. It's time for you to follow what truly excites you. 321 says, have faith in your abilities to succeed in and receive your goals and desires. So the very thing that excites you, the very vision that you have, you got to have faith in that. You got to be sure in that. You got to believe in that unseen, as yet to experience, right? You have to know that it already is, though. You have to know that it's a guarantee. Be optimistic about your future. Get fucking excited. This is what 321 is telling you. Get fucking excited. Just constant reminder here of excitement, that it's okay. In fact, it's not just okay, goddess. It is encouraged that you get excited. Get excited for what you desire. Get excited for the unknown that is coming. Because I promise you, it always gets better after it's been bad. It's the balance, right? It's always darkest before the dawn. But oh, that sunrise, that dawning sun, she is speechless. That's the word I have. Just so stunning of an experience, of a vision, of a sensation, that it leaves you speechless. Create your vision like the morning sun, that which gives you life. Goddess, what lights you up? What brings you to life? Let that be your morning sun. Let that be your vision. 321 says, trust the unfolding of your path. Trust yourself. Trust that what you desire is yours. Trust that what you desire you can have. And thus we come back to the being excited. Trust in yourself that you are fully capable. You possess all the skills, talents, knowledge, and everything you need. And if not, you can learn it. You possess the abilities to learn how to get in alignment and step into the vision that excites you. 321 says, get in touch with all aspects of your life so to get into alignment with your true self. Right back to that beginning, goddess, of what excites you, what lights you up. Because I promise you, if you follow and focus on that which lights you up and you're out there lit up, that's contagious. It's like a candle in the dark and everybody else is another candle. And if others' candles have been blown out because life has been too breezy, too windy, the winds just it knocked the wind out of them, so to speak, right? And they lost their light. You being lit up, you have enough to light others up too. You have enough flame to illuminate the path behind you so others can follow and get excited too. And last but not least, 321 says, yet again, of course, know thyself. Not just trust yourself, but know thyself. But here's the catch, not a catch, the caveat, the connection. To know thyself is to trust thyself. To trust thyself is to know thyself, to know that you are capable, you are able, you are empowered. So know thyself, know your passions, your strengths, and all that you are. So to know what you are not. And this way, goddess, no one can ever tell you who you are or who you are not. Because you know. And no one could ever take that from you or have that power over you unless you were to ever give it to them. Because that power is in your hands, goddess. It is in your hands. And with that, come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need to reclaim our goddess power on this divine journey indeed. Welcome back, goddess. I know I've said that before, but welcome back. It feels, so good to be back and recording this. Look, innocence, take time to play, nurture your inner child with this 1222 portal, right? And after the heavy that this year has been, right? It's been challenging to get excited about something, but think about the child. Think about your inner child. Look at children around you. When they want something, or when they have even the slightest inkling they could get something, or that something's going to happen, they're excited about it. And there's nothing that stands in their way, right? They are excited. They're fully expressed. And they play, and they know that it's theirs. They just know that it's theirs. They surrender without knowing they're surrendering to the unfolding. And this waiting for it, right? It's, yes, there's a childlike impatience, but it's not the kind of impatience I know that we can experience as adults. The impatience as a child. It's so much easier to immerse ourselves in that play and lose all track of time. This is what you're being asked to do. This is that excitement. Play in your vision, play in the things that feel good and light you up and excite you. Connect all of these dots for yourself and allow for that to grow after this whole year of, not just this year, but we're focused here this year because we're coming to a close with this year, 1222 portal, and we're coming into the very last hurrah of the year. A year that, again, with being a 9-year, it has been so much growth. Like the growing pains have been almost, it's been a death-defying kind of year, hasn't it? Kind of year of growth, hasn't it? Definitely a death-defying kind of year, right? Well, we're still in that last bit of a growing pain in the space of finishing out, right? Finishing out this year and finally putting those finishing touches on the lessons and the growth that we've had this year by stepping into the next phase, right? This next phase of growth, because it is a state of growth. It is an experience of growth when you are allowing yourself to step into what you're being called to step into. And that means the play. Even though you're, quote, an adult, we still have to let that inner child play. You need to recognize for yourself where you're not allowing it to be playful. What's happening in your experience, the things that you're wanting to experience, the vision that you have, anything that's, obviously not exciting you, because that's what we want to focus on, is what is exciting. But it's time to allow for those things to fall away and be playful about that. Be playful about the things in your life that don't feel like you could be playful. How can you integrate some sort of playful perspective on the things that don't feel playful at all? Anything that you can do to allow yourself to focus on what you need to be focusing on that excite you. That is where we are. 1222 portal brings you out of. It is time to come out of this sanctuary space you've been in. It may be the winter months where we tend to hibernate. However, it is a time to be stepping out. That's what I'm hearing. It's even though the card's talking about taking time out from the world, that's what you've been doing. You've been doing a lot of the inner healing, the focusing on yourself, the whew, and diving so deep into all the spaces and places of that which was keeping you from being able to be excited about life, from being able to step back out into the world and be all that you've come to be. Sound like a commercial there. Be all that you can be. Sanctuary. Spend more time alone. You've done that. You've been doing that. Right? That's the healing that you've been on. Step out. Step out into the world, goddess. Have more fun. Go out, do something exciting for New Year's even. Even if it's spending it with a few friends. Get out more. Because this is that rebirth of you. This is you coming back to life. This is you integrating all of this work that you've done this year. This is you being excited to be where you are. This is you being excited to be finally getting in alignment and seeing forward motion happening. Because of this sanctuary time that feels like it was all year long almost, right? Because there was so much learning, so much hunkering down that had to happen for this growth, for you to come back home to yourself, that inner child healing we've been doing. So here we are in this rebirth space. This is it. This is the whole new year energy, new year, new you. This is where we are. And this being the end of the year, the 1222 portal to the first of the year. This is the time for you to start trying it on for size, so to speak. Start to immerse yourself with all of the holiday parties, all of the activities that are going on in the next couple weeks. This is the time for you to actually be getting out and trying on this new you for size. See how it fits. I mean, it might be a little bumpy, kind of like riding a bike. So don't throw in the towel on the first pebble that you hit, first pothole that you hit. And I just looked down at the timer there and it was 17:17. You've got to keep going, goddess. You've got to let yourself trust yourself. Trust that who you are stepping into is still you. Even though it feels new, it's definitely still you. Oh my goodness. As we're talking about rebirth and integrating the new you and stepping into the new you, goddess, 1717, big caps lock, transformation and re-emergence. Re-emergence, meaning you've obviously been this you before, where you've been social, you've been out. I mean, obviously, where you've just felt like you were so alive in life. And well, again, you've been in this sanctuary, this 9-year, this closing things out, and we're coming to the very end, the finish line, right through this 1222 portal that like puts you at the final stretch. That's what this 1222 portal is about, this final stretch. Because you are stepping out. Once this new year comes around, you're stepping out, goddess. You're stepping out. I just keep hearing that. You're stepping out into the world. You're stepping out into your more empowered version of self in the world. 1717 is helping you to see that you are recognizing that love is safe. Love is safe, and especially to love yourself. And to let yourself be loved, goddess. To love yourself and to let yourself be loved. Love is safe. Get in the flow of receiving and giving. Not just giving. Practice and visualize for yourself what it is to experience receiving. This is that time of year of giving and receiving. So practice that energy so that you are in that energetic vibration, that energetic alignment of receiving what it is you are envisioning, what it is you are excited about. Personal strength, spiritual enlightenment, 1717 is focused on. It's a time of, quote, second chances to apply the learning and create different outcomes. Literally, the final stretch, all of this work, all of this healing. It's time to integrate the lessons that have been learned and show yourself that you have learned them and that they are integrated, they are a part of you, and that you have stepped into this next version, and that you're confident. You're stepping into the confident version of you in this next version, this version of you that is confident in who you are. 1717 points out that your life is your life. Only you can live it the way it is intended. Like, that leaves me, again, speechless, because it's true. Only you can live your life the way it is intended, because it is your life. And that is what this reemergence, this rebirth, this stepping out into the world with this next year is all about. It's you standing taller, shining brighter, playing more, being more of a participant in a more playful way, being a more playful participant in your experience. Recognizing that, again, this is the dance, that even though it's been challenging, it's been heavy, that things just got a whole hell of a lot lighter. That is what this 1222 portal, this final stretch is all about, that you've ran almost the entire race, and so all of that's behind you. We're coming into the next. 1717 reminds us to lead, live, and love by example. Lead, live, love by example. As I've already said, it's about you shining your light so bright that you illuminate the path for others to follow. It's you being so excited and so lit up that others go, hey, I want to be that too. What do I do? And then you share with them the magic of you. It's that simple. 1717 points out the strength for taking inspired action. That you've got that in you, Goddess. You've got the strength in you. You are ready for this. You're so ready for this. So rely on yourself more and trust in your capabilities. More of 1717 talking about trust, just like 321. Trust in yourself. Trust in your capabilities, because 1717 final statement tells us it's a new chapter, just like I'm saying here. It's a new chapter. It's a turning point in your life and mission. You're stepping into a whole new you, Goddess. A whole new you. So 1222 says, follow your heart. Follow your heart. You have the power to achieve and make real any dream. So create the vision bit by bit. Get clear on it, and any part of you that says you can't have that or that can't work out, anything that's contradictory to the vision, trust me, I know this, because I admit, Goddess, I have been sabotaging a man that I've liked for years in my own mind and the whole story, and it's just been quite a challenge to shift all of the shits that's been popping up, because there's a lot. For those of you who've been around for years, you know my story. The trauma with men and relationships and such. So it's been quite a journey, to say. Go check out my website, empowermentexperiences.com, and read the blog. You'll hear a bit more. I know there's some things I can't say on YouTube or elsewhere. But with that, I do know for a fact, Goddess, and I can guarantee this with you. I can guarantee you and guarantee me that yes, 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 you have the power to achieve and make real any dream, just like 1222 tells us. So follow your heart, always believe in yourself, and be your own best friend. Think about the things, catch yourself, what you're saying to yourself, especially as you step into this. This is the final stretch. You really got to be aware of what you're saying to yourself. And you got to ask yourself, would I say that to my best friend? Would I say the same shit to my best friend that I just said to myself? Would I? That's what you got to start asking yourself. And if the answer is a resounding no, which I would definitely say that some of the things I have said to myself, especially this year of a 9-year of holy crap, what was that? Definitely have said some things that I would never say to any of my friends. I don't even know if I'd say them to my worst enemies. Well, no, seriously though, be your own best friend, okay? 1222 wants you to know that you are on the right track. You can never be off your path. That where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. In fact, Goddess, write this down. This is one of our favorite mantras around here. If you're new, write it down. Comment it below in the comments. Let's all get a little chain going. Comment this below. I am where I am, and I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Again, I am where I am, and I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Now for clarity here, Goddess, let's just say I am where I am and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, because if I were supposed to be anywhere other than where I am, I would be. You would be, Goddess. If you were supposed to be anywhere other than where you are, you would be. So remember, you are on the right track. You can never be off your path. With the 222 energies in 1222, you are being reminded to keep the faith, right? Trust in yourself, trust in your journey, trust in the universe, trust in your vision, have faith, a belief in the unseen, a belief in the vision that you have yet to experience, but you know it's yours, because anything you can want, you can have. You just have to be. You got to step into this next version of you that you have worked so hard all year. So step into the light. Because you are the light. Be the light. The world is ready for you, and you are so ready for it. So listen to your intuition. 1222 says as well, listen to your intuition. Be faithful to yourself, your vision, and your truth. Get clear on what that is, Goddess. Get clear on who you are, but what your vision is and your truth. What is your truth? What is your vision? Because they're going to be tied. And always, always be faithful to yourself. Be clear on what your boundaries are, what you're about, what your line in the sand is. And 1222 likes to drop a little whisper of a twin flame connection event approaching, which around here, after healing twin flames, we recognize ultimately that a twin flame experience is an internal experience. It's a journey of healing and reconnecting and making whole our own inner wounded masculine and feminine, and healing those aspects of ourselves so that they can have their own inner union in balance and divinity, right? With our divine feminine and divine masculine. For those who are seeking an external partner, it's important to recognize that anything you are seeking outside of yourself is ultimately you giving power to that which is outside of yourself. That ultimately is any part of that twin flame journey, is that it is about you bringing balance within yourself and not needing, and of course not even being in want of your twin flame, of an external. Because you have to know that whatever it is you desire, Goddess, whatever it is, that the twin flame relationship that's so known, the house, the dream car, the dream life, whatever your vision, the job, your business, whatever the vision, you. It all begins with you. It all begins with you, Goddess. And I feel with that, normally I have more cards that come out, but I feel it's time to wrap it up and we'll throw this out for now. There might be a part 2 coming, but there's nothing that's going to beat that right now. It's about you getting clear on who you are, Goddess, and what your vision is and what you're truly, completely stepping into as you near the finish line of this year and step out into the world with the new year coming. Like I've said, the world is waiting on you. It's ready for you. I promise you, you are ready for it. Because the power, that power, Goddess, to achieve anything, to be anything, to create anything, that power, it is and always has been in your hands. Because it is and always has been inside you. Namaste.